everyone, and welcome to Long There You Go. Hello, and Pura Vida. Welcome to the Innovate, the Virtual Advantage live show. I'm really excited today. We're talking about a great topic. Charmy and I were discussing before coming on air market research for course creation and just anything really. So welcome, Charmy. Let's dive right into course creation. Maybe we can do a quick recap. What is it? Why would people want to do that?
Right. So last week we talked about creating courses, and it's also a great source of passive income, and also using your expertise. I think it's something everyone. I think anyone who has some expertise should be able to create a course, but there's a lot more work for sure when you're creating one, and one is definitely market research. Sometimes we think a course will be a great topic, but unless you test the market, you won't really know for sure, right, Francois?
Exactly. So let's say this is a longer discussion we've had as well, passive income. So you want to create several streams of income. I get asked every few days, how do you create all this? One of them is the online courses. Charmy and I do different things. Charmy, you do more kind of business coaching, so leaving your job, becoming an entrepreneur. I talk about using real estate to build a global portfolio and also become an entrepreneur in a way, but through real estate. And that is taught online. So yes, in person, I have a client meeting in about an hour from here, from now, but it's rare. It's rare that I actually meet people in person. So online is great. It keeps working for you. But then you hear about all these coaches and ads. I'm sure you've gotten them, Charmy. They're like,
Yes.
oh, join our program. You're going to earn 30,000 a month in 6 days. Before going all out, do some market research. Maybe you think the new style of crochet or whatever is going to be all the rage. Maybe it won't be. So you need to do a bit of market research. And we wanted to share some tips with you. So
Yeah.
number one, use stuff you already have. So create some sort of webinar, masterclass, free training, something like 30, 40 minutes, and see if people sign up. That's a big one. And then from there, you'll see if you have an audience. So Charmy, you host a lot of events online.
Yes, it's actually like one of the reasons why I host events is I do market research before I
Yeah.
actually create the course. And I just want to touch point what Francois was saying. It's such a popular idea now creating courses, and there's so many people talking about it, how to create a course, how you can make so much money from it. But before paying that 30,000 coaching, we're both coaches, Francois and I, but we're also very aware that we want to have value. I find there's so much noise out there saying, oh, you do this and then you'll get this. But there's a lot more work involved, and definitely market research, something you can do on your own without spending so much money. Actually, you can probably do it for free. You probably don't need
Yeah.
to pay anything for before you actually create your course. And yes, that's definitely market research. I found like when I do webinars and master classes, I can already tell if it's a topic that people like just by the number of interest and registration.
And the people that show up. And then also within the actual event, you're going to be able to tailor your question for the course. So let's say it's a hit. I don't know, women leaving corporate jobs and they become entrepreneurs. Let's say that's
Yes.
your topic. You
Yeah.
host an event, you go with a certain agenda, certain things you're going to discuss. But then during the event, you might notice, okay, there's a few guys that show up. Okay. So maybe it's not just women, maybe it's leaving corporate life for an entrepreneur life. Perfect. That's one item you can change. And then the
Yeah.
questions as well being asked, like, oh, what do I do with my kids? And then you can work on that. So market research to see, number one, if there is an audience, are people interested? Will people join? And then number two, your content itself, that's going to
Yes.
make a big difference.
Exactly, because it's hard when you're creating content because you have a certain idea in your head, but until you actually talk to people that are potential clients, you'll really more be able to tune like fine tune everything. And it happens a lot with my master classes too, and I'm sure for you, Maswa, as well. Like you'll prepare a topic, and then you see the questions, and you're like, okay, there's some things I didn't prepare for, but these are the things that people really want to know more about, right?
Yes, it's the worst. Sometimes you do like a Zoom group meeting or webinar, you record the whole thing, then you stop during the Q&A, stop recording, of course, and that's when the good stuff comes out. You're like, no, I
Yes.
should have recorded that, because then the questions really come out. Some people that are maybe more shy. So it's a great way to test the market. And seriously, Zoom has a free option, 40 minutes up to 100 people. So if you're on
Yeah.
a shoestring budget, just do it. Do 20 minutes and see if it does something. Then you got that 40 minutes, 20 minutes Q&A at the end, and you've got a course, a light market research. The other thing you can do is create some visuals on social media. So some
Yes.
quotes, and you do that as well. Sometimes I do that. I just show, I don't know, I'm at the beach. Would you like this lifestyle? And see what kind of reaction I get. Oh, I quit my job. No boss, no rules. And that's kind of market research as well. I'm trying to probe the audience. Is that something? No, you like your boss, you like your jobs and your rules. Perfect. Stay with it. I don't mind.
Yeah, and
So
honestly,
interesting.
that's a power of social media. You can do it anywhere: Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram. Just ask a question, and people love answering questions, I find. And at
Yes.
the same time, it gives an idea, what kind of interest there is for the topic that you want. Because basically, the course is really you're solving a problem, right? So, and it
Yeah.
has to
And
be something
people,
that's powerful. So,
that's it. It needs to add value to people's
mhm.
lives. It needs to build trust. People do business with people they know, like, and trust. I call it the KLT. So how can you be known? So you talk about your story all the time. Who are you? What do you do? Like, so hopefully you're likable, you're funny. Not everybody's going to like you. So you have to get used to that. And then trust as well. And you
Yeah.
build trust. So that's also part of the market research. Do people trust what you're saying, or they're trying to tear down what you're teaching? Well, then maybe you need to work on the trust part. So that's another thing, is how are you portraying yourself on social media and online?
Yeah, and it's one way actually to also like figure out what your audience is like. And the nice thing when you're an entrepreneur, Francois, is you don't have to work with every client. Not like,
Nope.
I remember when I used to be in sales in a bank, it's like I had to deal with every type of client. There's no choice, right? It's like, but when you're actually an entrepreneur, you can actually fine tune everything, your market research, your content. So they actually reaches the right clients, the people that you want to work with.
Yeah, because that can be a trap as well. Let's say you're leaving your job, you're becoming an entrepreneur doing online coaching, and then your messaging attracts a certain type of client that you don't want. Then okay, you need to do some work there, because I don't know. There's some people just they just don't mesh well. So you want to make it better for you and for your clients too. So
Yeah.
that's doing a disservice. So I want to switch around a bit. Let's say you're a busy professional, you want to do all this, but you're low on time, because all this sounds like fun. We're creating visuals, a masterclass, webinar. You need a funnel or something to get emails. How do you get all that done if you're working, you got kids, you got commute, all of that? So do you have some tips, Charmy?
Yes, definitely. Like, especially if you're working, I find like hire the help, and that's actually what saved
Yes.
me. This is how I started with hiring a VA. I can't do everything, right? I was working, and then I was trying to create a course, and yeah, so I found a VA, and thankfully enough, she was able to help me create the course. And that's the thing; she actually created. I obviously did the content, but she put the course in the platform I wanted, and
Yeah,
that's what
which is
innovate is
great,
about. Yeah.
because you might not master your platform yet. Let's say okay, you've done your market research and all that. You choose the platform where the course will reside. Kajabi, Thinkific. I mean, there's a million of them. Go high level. It takes a bit of time. I spent countless hours learning Go high level. That's the one I use now. I tried Kajabi. I tried Thinkific and others. And yeah, so you have someone that can help you set it up, test your automations, things like that. That really helps. And then even before that, the market research, a VA can help you share your content in different groups. So we get our VAs to post in various Facebook groups,
Yeah.
and kind of probe, oh, is there an interest or not? Some groups you can't advertise, but you can share like quotes and things, and show show different things that you're doing and then see how people react. So
Yeah, and it's one way to actually, maximize your time, especially when you're creating a course. Like it is actually very, I would say, time consuming, and it takes a lot of mental energy because you're trying to put your expertise in the course. So the other things that you can delegate, definitely think of doing that at the same time so that you can focus on having a great course, getting great feedback. That's another thing, right? You want to create a course that gets great feedback so that testimonials are very important.
yes. Yeah, and that's also part of market research because people are going to ask and then see them and then do they react or oh this looks fake or I mean there's so much to be done. It could be mind-boggling. So that's why it's important to have a team behind you and you can find out more at innovatevacorp.com. We have packages we can help you with, business builder. We have several clients that are building courses or thinking about it or setting
Yeah.
up some sort of online business. So it's very helpful to do all this. But I think it starts with market research before you invest too much.
Yeah.
Start smaller and then build from there. I'm kind of an all-in type of guy. Usually, I just jump in, but yeah, it's good to take a step back and then see is this worth it? Is this worth your time? And then refine your message, as we said. It's gonna change. Charmy, at first you were teaching other things,
Yeah.
and then as you do it, you're like, okay, I hate this. I want to go there, and then the clients love it. So yeah, go where the money is.
Yeah, I think it's part of being an entrepreneur because you're gonna grow, right? You're gonna try different things, and that's why I said like it's always like if you can get help at the same time, so that way you can focus on things that you want to do. You'll see, like and Francois too. You've created different courses. You'll try one, or like you like it for a time, and you're like, okay, I'm ready to move forward something else, and that's part of your growing. So.
It is, and you can leverage your old courses. So our team
Mhm.
can show you how with one video. It's crazy. Yesterday, I did some math for an upcoming potential client. 1 hour video can turn into 32 pieces of content for social media. So let's say this course you're no longer passionate about, but you've created it. It's run its course. Haha, course. Anyway, but the course can be turned into blog posts, segmented into reels. You can
Mhm.
reuse elements. So again, VAs and AI as well. Our team is using AI more and more. Can use that, and that could maybe propel you for your next course as well. So
Yeah, and that's
don't
part of the
don't like
passive
throw
income.
out it. Yeah, it could become you reduce it cheaper, but it's automated. You're not as present, but there's still value there.
Yeah.
There's always something in there. Turn it into an ebook. There's a million options, or a lead magnet, or so many things. So I think that's it for market research. Really, it's not a big topic, but do it. It's very important before you invest in photography, videography, everything you need. Do some research, see if it's worth your while, and give us a call, innovatevacorp.com. We'd love to
Yeah.
meet with you and see how we can help you build that dream business with passive income.
All right. Well, that's it for today. Next week, we will be talking more about the course creation. And the whole November, actually, it's all about how to create your course and market it and sell it. So it's an exciting topic.
It is because there's so much you can do, and I think yeah, people don't know enough about it yet, and it's easier than you think. So seriously, you have an idea, like we said, do some research and do it and try it, and then you'll improve. The first
Yes.
version, the beta version, will be probably cringe worthy at first, but then you'll just get better. I recorded my
It's
whole
always
first
like that,
course.
though.
I was looking I don't know, sideways or something, the whole course. So yep, I learned from that. So on that note, I hope everybody has an awesome day. Go and get it. And we
Yeah.
want you to innovate and grow as an entrepreneur. We're here to help you. Cheers, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.